Hello techies. Welcome to our brand new video series focused on helping you get the most of your experiences in life. Before we start the video, let's know about UpTalk. UpTalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms.
Okay. Right. So if I scroll down, you will see that it is using a custom transformation. And this is my excellently that it is going to use for transformation. So if I keep running it, it completed. So apparently there was no issue with my excellently. Let me open this. Let me save this first. And then let me open it up. Alright. Great. This is the output. This is my output. Right. Looks exactly the same as the other one. The only difference being, in this one, I have not put the number of rows at the end. Right. There is no such record. If you can do that as well. But now let me show you one quick trick. Let's say I do not want the length of service worker. I only want the compensation grade, or maybe I want them in a different order: employee, then supervisor, then job profile, then compensation grade. I do not want location. I do not want length of service. Can I do that in a custom report transformation? Yes, I can, but I have to change the custom report. Here I don't have to touch the custom report. I can do it straight away from this accessibility. Let's say I don't want the location. Right. And I don't want the length of service worker. Okay, I remove it from the header and I will remove it from the mapping as well. So I'm removing the location and what else? Length of service worker. I have removed the length of service worker now. Okay. And what if you want this job profile before the supervisor? Okay, so employee pipe job profile, pipe supervisor, right. So just let me move this one as well. So the job profile will move before. Okay, so here it is. Let me make it a little bit pretty. So the job profile is now appearing right after the worker. Okay, and it is before the supervisor. You see, just by making some minor tweaks here in this particular file, I would be able to change the way the file appears, right? You see, I could remove a couple of fields, and I moved around the sequence of the fields, right? Let me save this, and do it one more time. So now I have to upload the XSLT again, right? Because I have changed the XSLT. So I will edit XSLT attachment transformation. Okay, I will edit XSLT attachment transformation. So this will allow me to edit the existing one. I will delete it, okay. And then I will add it back. Give me a moment. Let me locate it again. Alright, so I have it again. I will put it up like this. Everything else remains the same. Now let me launch this integration one more time. Integration launch. Okay, determine value at runtime and it is next. Alrighty, so now let's see if we have this data, and how this data looks. Okay, in 5 seconds it was able to process it. Okay. Let me open up the file one more time. Here it is. Employee job profile, supervisor, and compensation rate. Easily. I was able to change the output format without changing the report. I could remove a couple of fields. I could reorder the sequence of the fields very easily. Like I said, the XSLT transformation is more versatile, it is more powerful, but still it is not something that it can do. Only XSLT transformation can do and a calculated field and custom report transformation cannot do. It is not something like that. It is just that, which one you are more comfortable with, which one you are more familiar with, and which one the customer wants you to do. But integration consultants that typically prefer using the custom report transformation, the custom transformation, whereas the functional consultants historically have preferred the custom report transformation. The basic thing. The basic trick is here in the XSLT. If you are familiar with it, if you are comfortable with it. Of course, it is much more flexible. You can do a lot of things with it. But yeah, it needs a while getting used to. The first and the foremost thing you have to remember anyway, otherwise it will never work, is you have to update the namespace. This namespace would be, as per the namespace of your custom report, this entire thing. So you have to make it as per your custom report. You know why? Let me show you. This is the output, XML, isn't it? Do you see that anywhere? Here is the namespace in that report. Output XML file. Isn't it? So this has to match with the one in your XSLT. Otherwise, your XSLT will not pick up the right file to be processed. Okay, so that's why that namespace is so important. So you have to put it here as part of your XSLT. This is number 1. And number 2 is try to make sure that the header that you are creating and the details that you are creating are in sync. Okay, otherwise the file looks silly. So select the fields that you want and then try to add those fields in the proper sequence. Remember, after the last record, you do not need to have this delimiter. You do not need to have that. Okay, it is only till the last one. After the last one, you should have the line feed. Okay, so just keep these small things in mind and you should be able to create a fabulous XSLT, because you can look at this. You see, every report that you create, every single report that you create, and you create the output. It will have a very few things in common. Each record will always be report data/report entry for each and every single report. This will be the case. So you do not need to change the for each loop. That remains as if you do not need to change anything in this section apart from the namespace, apart from this. You do not need to change anything at all. Line feed this. Everything else remains the same. Okay, just change the text and change the values here within the for each, and you will be able to use it. Okay, because this is Workday provided. This was given to me as part of my Workday training many years ago. So, then, I have been able to use it whenever I face an issue. I always go back to this template for this particular Excel XSLT. I take this as a starting point and then do my coding on top of this. Right. Even now, I keep referring to this XSLT. Okay, so it is not like it is very basic or simple or something. It is very, very practical and very, very useful. So use it and you will see that you are able to tackle most of the XSLT requirements.
Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us at sales@therateuptalk.com.